Hi, and welcome back to the channel, everybody. As always, glad that you swing by. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. It is free of charge and nothing to you. It actually helps me out and helps the channel out, so I can monetize this channel and hopefully get to a bunch of subscribers, and I'll take that money and dump it back into here. Before I get to what today's video is going to entail, I'm going to leave a QR code on the screen. Go to that. It kind of gives you everything that I do, including my Patreon as well as my Venmo. If you want to help and support me in this journey, feel free to do so. I'm not asking you. I'm not telling you got to do it. I just would greatly appreciate it if you would. And if you don't, that's fine. We can still be friends. It's not that big of a deal. So, but without further ado, let's get into today's topic that I was going to get to, and that is the 6 cents sack for the month of March. Here we are in April. I understand we are in April. I have been non-stop the last, I don't know, 3 weeks making jigs, swim jigs, everything else, bladed enhanced jigs, making those, getting those sent out to everybody, and that's what I'm continue doing again here. But figured I'd go ahead and try to make this video before it got any later. And with it being March, I am actually looking at, since this is April, I'm looking at wanting to get into an unboxing called Fish Vault. They do have a hunt vault. I'm obviously not a big hunter, so that wouldn't help me out, but I'm looking at Fish Vault. If you are, like I said, the QR code earlier, that's what I would take and help out with that purchase of that style, and then unbox it and everything else. There will be, I'm hoping that there will be items in there that either I already have or I don't utilize, and then hopefully I can get them back out to you guys for, a low price. With that being said, we'll get back into what my 6 cents here. Hopefully we'll get some nice lures out of this. I did an unboxing with 2 months worth, January, February. That was a pretty big hit. That was something I decided to do because I got super sick, and frankly I just wasn't in the mood to do much because I was sick. So 6 cent sack for the month of March. Here we go. Whoa, we are starting off with biggins, big stuff, big old koozie, canned koozies. I don't even think anybody uses these anymore. I know I don't. So, but there's a koozie in there. Next up, I think there might be some terminal tackle in here, and there is. This is a 4/0 wide gap. It's a stout wide gap hook. You got a 5-pack in here. Definitely need those. You always need terminal tackle. Something else that's really cool that just came out. This here is the crappie or crappie jig heads from 6 cents. They're getting in the crappie game. This is a 4/0 hook, or excuse me, this is a 1/16 ounce number 4 hook. Very small, tiny 90-degree hook. It's called Baby Shad. I like that. It's pretty cool. We have to utilize that someday. They actually catch a lot of bass on these crappie things. So, which is really cool. So, next up we have the Clobber Minnow. This is an exclusive color. It is not deemed any color yet. It's an exclusive color. There it is. That's how small it is. You can see that see how wide the body is, but if you look here, you see This right here is like a thin paper. It looks like a crappie collar. That's what it looks like. And look at the action. I'm just barely moving it. You can see that. That's crazy. You can't see it like that, but it's a nice little crappie color. Anyway, exclusive color from the 6th. Next up, here's the Deep Dive Silence 106 Provoke, or Provoke 106. This is blue, pro blue scales. There it is. That's nice. And it's heavy. It feels heavy. Those scales are starting to come off. Oh no. Oh no. The scale's starting to flake off a little bit. But anyway, there you go. Oh, sharp hooks. Ow. 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 Ow, ow, ow. Very sticky hooks. Very sticky hooks. But silent. Jerkbait. Deep diving. It's 4 to 7 feet. If you forget what size or how deep it goes, they decide to put it all right there and what kind it is. It's a silent jerkbait. Doesn't tell you like pro blue scales or anything like that, but you know, but anyway, that is the 106 Provoke. That's a slow float suspending jerkbait, deep diver silent, very nice. Another great one. I really like this one. I'm telling you, I think any type of crankbait that I ever have fished with and I fell in love with, and this is definitely one of my favorite crankbaits ever, is the Crush 50X. I love this particular. I just have confidence in it, right? Now, this is not saying anything bad about KVD or the 1.5. I just have confidence in throwing the 6 cents, these crankbaits. I mean, this one here is a 3/8 ounce, dives 2 to 5 feet. And this color is called Gilligan. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I started using them. I've used others in the past. I started using this specifically down at the wild card tournament. I was down at Wheeler Lake one year, and I used the XR version, right? Extra rattles, and I caught a lot of fish off of it. And from that point, I got hooked on and confident with these crankbaits. Now, I'm not saying all crankbaits are created equal or the same, or you know, this one's better than that one. I just got the confidence, right? So usually don't try to go away from what your confidence is. So if you're used to a jerkbait, a certain jerkbait, you're going to use those like Mega Bass or the Stunna from Berkeley or the Provoke from 106, right? You have all these jerkbaits, including the Bass Pro Shop one. Same thing with crankbaits. You can get all these different crankbaits. They can all be the same. Not all of them are treated the same. I just have more confidence in the 6 cents crankbaits than I do the others. Not to say that DT6 is by far, I think, are really great crankbaits, especially in the cold weather, especially in the cold water, along with if you need something silent, and these are, you know, got rattles in them. Now, they do make a silent version. I highly recommend checking the 6 cents website, using JR10, right? That'll give you 10% off. So make sure you shout out to Justin Royal. Good cat right there, Roy. All right. Next up, we have, I was just looking at these, trying to debate whether I wanted to get these or not. I think a lot of these are very, I don't know, like I have some chatter or bladed enhanced jigs. Like this right here, this is my golden shiner. This might be pretty good on there. I don't know how it would fit. Like there, right? That's how it would fit on there. But never know. Anyway, this is your Panorama 3.5. This is the Ghost Pro Shad. I like that color though. It's very see-through. It's more like the shad. This is like your thin thread fan shad. It's very small, not bulky at all. Very, very well. I like it. So there you go. Ghost Pro Shad. Next up, again, Curve 55. 3/8 ounce, dives 5 to 9 feet. Goes a little bit deeper. This one is Ghost Melon Crawfish. I love this color. There it is. That is wonderful. It's a good little deep diver, mid-depth diver, right? You're 5 to 9 feet. Gives a nice little rattle, especially at that deep. If it's really muddy, that's what you want to use. Very nice. And this can be even used in your clear water because it's somewhat translucent compared to the others. But you got to think those crawdads, when they come out during the winter, they always say red, red, red. That's because they're eating the shrimp, plankton, and all that other stuff. Sometimes they come out looking like that, like a greenish color. And as they grow into the summer, they grow into that greenish color. So really good bait to have. Curve 55. Another great bait. Mid diving crankbait. And then last but not least, these are the first time I've ever seen these. This is called the Ridge Lizard 5.7. This is a green pumpkin juice. Never seen these before. Took one out of the package here. Very good for I mean, look at the tail on that thing. Shoo. These got a little kicky paddle thing. Looks like, look like they took Zoom fluke body or Zoom lizard body, and it looks like a real lizard, like no kidding, like a lizard that you would find down in Florida or Texas or somewhere. And they put these appendages on there that are not your normal feet, and then they just flatten the tail like the ridge worm. This would be really good on if you were doing something like this, where it's a you can see like right there, like this thing would be pretty cool to do on a shaky head, right? Yeah, another type of shaky head, right? Another version, but yeah, that's pretty cool. It's called green pumpkin juice. It's got definitely a green pumpkin base with the red, the blue, the green, the gold, black flake in it. Really shines through. Really cool little lizard. Really good for bedtime fishing. Especially a lot of people use the white lizards. I think so far this has been a hell of a bag. I mean, that is all. That's it. It's empty. I mean, this definitely is probably one of the better bags I got in a while. I do like all of 6th Sense stuff. I really do. I'm not as confident in the soft plastics, but I'm getting there. But anyway, let me know in the comment section below what was your favorites as we go through these. I'll let you know my favorite. I do like the lizard. It's spawning season. Get those in those beds. Shake them a little bit. They come up and nail it. Right when they get off the beds, they start foraging. You can get them in that mid-depth suspended style range with the Curve 55 here. This mid-depth. This is a Ghost Melon crawfish. Very awesome color. you want to look at doing some type of flat rigging with the free rig. Little secret, these might work really well on a free rig because they'll glide, right? They're going to glide with the free rig. Use this on a free rig. It's kind of like your shad that's dying out on a free rig. This one is a panorama 3.5 inch. Okay. You have some crappie gear. You got your crappie jig heads, which is what, the 1/16 ounce with the number 4, very small hook, very sharp too, very nice little terminal tackle. Plus you got an exclusive collar of clobber minnow. You combine those two together, catch some giant crappie, right? Probably another favorite would definitely be the silent deep diving jerk bait. I like using a jerk bait as well as the Crush 50X, right? And this again is the Gillikin collar, and this is your Pro Blue scales on the jerk bait. Well, that's it. That's all I got for today's video. That's all she wrote for this one here. Be on the lookout for some other videos. Like I said, they're in the QR code earlier in the video. I'll go ahead and post it again here before we close this out. If you feel like that if you would like to help support the channel, you can by Patreon or Venmo. And also take a look at all the other stuff that I do on social media. Right, I'm always posting on there. I'm posting a lot of baits on my social media because I am a bait maker. First and foremost, I am a veteran, right, Air Force veteran. So I'm ecstatic to continue to work with 6th Sense. Hopefully one day it pays off and I can get a sponsorship with them. But other than that, that's all I got for this video. Thank you for clicking on the video. Thank you for swinging by as always. God bless, Caroline. We are out of here. Deuces.